Studying and getting good grades isn't that important. Being a knowledgeable person, learning, gaining wisdom is absolutely crucial to being a man, but school is not that. School is just a system where you're set up to be an average worker. If you want to be an average worker, focus on school. Go and be a good boy, study for 12 hours like most Indians do. Your parents still won't be proud of you, and you still won't even create a good life for yourself. The issue with school is that it's a huge mental load that distracts you from things that are way more important, way more fulfilling. Like, for example, starting a business, starting a real career. You probably don't want a normal job. You're in this process right now, one, because, you know, it's legal law for you to go through the school education system, and two, because your parents are essentially forcing you to like, you know, take studying seriously. But you've been sold a lie. You've been told that if you study hard and you get good grades, you'll get a good job. But they don't tell you the truth. They don't tell you that a couple of students every year kill themselves because of the pressure of getting good grades, or that the majority of people who get good grades don't even end up getting jobs anyway, and the people who do get jobs end up getting fucking entry-level jobs. But there's just like 30 people in your entire school who get like good level careers, and they're the ones that everyone's envious of. And you're watching this video because you relate to me, otherwise you wouldn't have watched this far. You know, you like my personality, you probably are slightly envious of my life. This is my work day today. I'm gonna record this video for probably about another hour, and then I'm done. And when I woke up today, I had already made $600, and I'm a year into my business. Like, it's actually ridiculous how much we are sold the good career, when businesses, they're not as hard as you think they are. And we will talk about business and making money, like making real money, in a second. But I want to give you some awesome advice for studying anyway, because if you are going to like study, you know, to get your parents off your back, you may as well know how to study efficiently and effectively. And there's really only two things that you need to know. One is to focus on the fundamentals that we mentioned earlier: your mental health, your physical health, and sleep. Those things are literally more important than studying. Like sleeping, it will get you a higher grade in your exam than studying. The amount of students, I wish I could just convince you. I'm not going to show you the fucking data or the research. You can hopefully just take my word for it. You can go and do the research yourself. Anything that lowers the fundamentals, your mental, physical, including especially sleep is the big one, you actually suffer more. A lot of you fucking dumbasses, we have this idea that, okay, more is better. I'll study for 12 hours, 14 hours. The issue is that then you're not sleeping long enough. And if you're not sleeping long enough, your grades tank more than you just doing those extra few hours of shitty studying. Most people study like fucking idiots. The majority of people who are working or studying are doing it in such a suboptimal way that not only are they barely even achieving anything, they're actually taking up so much time from that length of work, like the quantity of hours, that now they don't have time, for example, to exercise or to sleep long enough. Everything gets worse. Does that make sense? So you need to make sure that you don't even study for longer than just a couple of hours per day. And I know that you're going to start spazzing out. You're going to be like, oh, Hamza, I need to study for 10 hours. That's exactly why you're struggling. The best students study for like 4 to 6 hours max, absolute max. And the reason why they're the best students is because they sleep. So focus on the fundamentals, and when you're actually studying, you're going to do what's called a deep work. And this is what most teenagers do wrong. If you want the maximum sort of bang for your buck, if you want to study as best as you can, you need to do what's called deep work. And that is blocks of 90 minutes of studying, 90 minutes of pure, relentless focus, no distractions. And then you're going to take quite a big break after that. Do not follow any of the bullshit Pomodoro techniques or any of the other things, or like, you know, studying for 6 hours straight or something. It's blocks of 90 minutes that have always been shown to be the best. You do about 90, okay? If you end up like finishing the task like 65 minutes, okay, fair enough. Or, you know, it takes 100 minutes, absolutely fine. But you aim for about 1.5 hours, just pure focus. You try not to even get distracted once. You try to not even move your eyes from, let's say, the computer screen once. That means no phone. That especially means turn your fucking notifications off on your phone. When you're studying for a 90-minute block, turn your phone off, turn it on airplane mode, literally throw it away. Focus just for the 90 minutes, and you'll see that you get a ridiculous amount of work done when you do that. And the beauty of this is that you literally only need to do 2, maybe, just maybe 3 blocks of this per day.